Record.
This nigga about
Start yawning. Better get your microphone together.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I ain't throwing up today.
yeah. Hey yo, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Legend Has a Podcast, man. I go by the name of Artwork, if you didn't know.
It's the illustrious RH, aka Raul.
C Bodie, I'm here. What's happening?
What's happening, man? We locked in, clocked in.
How y'all doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm glad to be here at home, not working.
True.
I mean, you is working.
I mean, working on something I want to do,
Yeah.
not what I.
I mean, but if you're doing something you want to do, it's ever work.
Yeah, don't look at this like work.
Yeah, it is. It is. I
mean-
people need to stop saying that.
Because you don't appreciate. Well, maybe you don't appreciate all the aspects of the work.
It is some work to go into that shit. So
It is a lot.
I know I
behind the
understand what
scenes
people
work.
say when they say that, but it's always gonna be some shit that you dread doing
I mean, but
sometimes.
yeah, you ain't gonna love
It could,
everything. you do.
it could be a dream job and shit, and you still like it's part of it is gonna be fucked up from time to time.
That's why we gotta keep pushing. Eventually, be able to pay somebody to do the part that feels like work.
Yeah, some of it anyway. Some of that shit I like. I still like it, but it's still like tedious sometimes. Let me ask y'all this, man. So how is it? I was thinking about this. So being that we have day jobs, how is it that you find time to balance? Is that hard to balance some of this shit and still make time?
I feel like it ain't enough time in the day as far as, because if we had a regular schedule like regular people, I could do 1,000 more things. But with that 12-hour schedule, even though we don't work on every day,
It's a little rough.
it ain't so much time. Like, you go to work, you do your 12, depending on how far away you are from the place, that might make your 12 13. So now you got to interact with whatever you got going on outside of work for however much time you can and try to get some sleep before it's time to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
So sometimes it seems like I feel like I can't. Sometimes I feel like I need an assistant. Because sometimes I just be like, man, all I want to do is just lay here. And it's a lot of days I can't do that.
I'm almost the total opposite of what you said. I prefer our schedule compared to having a regular schedule. Because them people going to work all the time. Like, you going to work every day. 5 days a week, matter of fact. Maybe you get more time off during those days, but we get more days off. So the days that I work, maybe I don't get that much done. But the days I'm off, I can get so much done on them days I'm off. So I kind of prefer it like that. And I wouldn't want to go to work in no regular 40-hour-a-week job.
Now, I'm not saying I want that either, because I definitely don't want that. But it still seems like my time is very limited regardless. Because, like, depending on how many shifts you just did, like, it might take me a day to get myself together to get right to do some extra stuff outside of work.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially on nights. Like, okay, I come off nights, this is my day off, but I'm gonna sleep half the day. Because if I get up and try to do something early, I'm gonna be asleep early at night. So I'm still gonna, I don't know, it's something you gotta figure out.
I mean, you got to kind of pick your pick your battles. I guess you would say. I
Cause
don't know best saying.
I do agree with you. I don't want to work a regular schedule,
Nah, I can't do that.
but it's still some difficulty to it.
See, I work like straight nights. So, and before I had them days off in between, and I thought I would like this better. Like the 2 on, the 2 off. I had that, what y'all doing, right? But these days I'm working now, it's like straight nights, straight in a row, like 3, 4 in a row. I don't like that shit. I thought I would like it. I don't like it because I can't. Those days now, like
After
I said, being
that-
straight night shift is hard for me to get shit done because I usually like I
After
wake
that
up
third
early.
one?
Yeah, I wake up early anyway, and I be trying to I go to the gym, boom, edit this video, boom, do this. It's hard to do that now. So now all of my shit, when I do get to the end of the week and I do have like the weekend off, I'm trying to cram all of that shit in.
That's how it be. That's how it be though.
and
You
it's-
got to try to do everything on them
man.
days that you ain't got. Because when you working, when we go to work, it's basically like those days is cancel for everything. You going to work, and that's gonna be about it. You going to work, you might come home, you might eat, take a shower, and shit. It's time you go back to sleep for the next day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you can't even say you're going to do certain stuff when you get off because this stuff either closed when you're going in or it's closing when you get off.
yeah, that's true.
So you can't even, I mean, you got to, it's a trick to it. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a balancing game, but shit, we do it, so we getting it done one way or another.
Do you feel like, I'm just asking this because I know there's other people out there who might be, whatever they got, side hustles or businesses on the side from like a regular job or 9 to 5, and they trying to make it work, and it's tough. You know, we going through it. We can share our experiences, but do you think you at a disadvantage from somebody that could just sit at home in their mama basement or they parents' basement and just go extra hard?
I mean, yeah, you are at a disadvantage to that, but that ain't no excuse.
Nah, it's never an excuse. There's no excuses. You still got to make it work.
You can't do nothing about what other people do. You got to figure out what the fuck you need to do.
And even with the ones that you're saying it could possibly be an advantage for, they could be going extra hard on some shit that ain't going to turn into nothing anyway.
I mean, but that's the case with anybody.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I don't know. I just thought I'd pose that question because it's rough. And then at the same time, too, here's another thing. We've been doing this for a year?
Yeah, a little bit over.
A year, not.
Oh no, is it the year coming up? Has it been?
No,
a
it's
year
been a
yet?
year. It's been since our first video went up, right? And I'm not just talking about the podcast. Well, we've been doing other shit longer than this, but let me ask y'all this. So so put in the work, right? We might have talked about it before, but how do you figure out how to what success looks like when you've been putting in work for so long, and then it's like, like you put your heart and soul in some shit, and then you put it out. Nobody gives a fuck, and so you got to figure out a way to make people give a fuck about what you're doing. Like, how do you deal with that, or do you not deal with it? Do you just detach yourself from any outcome and just keep on going because you believe in it?
I mean,
Does that make sense?
it's one thing that I've always said.
Like, do you care, or do you
Progress
not
is
care?
a slow process. So I accept that.
Okay.
It's a slow process for some, not all.
Yeah. Like everybody can't be overnight, whatever. But
I'm not even talking about overnight. I'm just talking about like seeing
So you saying
an iota of something.
But you said, how do you deal with success, or how you measure your success?
No, not. I'm just saying, like, okay, so let's say you like we working, you doing everything you
So
can.
you saying you ain't getting no gratification for your work?
Yeah, you're not. It's seeming like it's not even appreciated sometimes. You're like, oh, let me do this shit, and it's like,
I don't look at it
oh,
like that.
nobody gives a fuck.
I don't look at it like that. I'm talking about.
I'm asking.
I'm talking in general.
Just in general, like if you making like whatever you doing, like if you paint, you make a painting, and you spent 12 hours on that painting, and then you put it out for the world, and like nobody gives a fuck about that feedback. Put it on social media, you get like one like, and it's like, damn. Just put all this. Do you detach yourself from? See, so I learned I detach myself from any outcome. So I just do it now. It's like, okay, it's what I like. I'm gonna keep doing it. Boom, if it catch on, it catch on. If not, then I still do it because I fuck with it.
Right.
Myself. So I think you start getting into a weird space when you start to expect something out of it.
Well, like I said, with me thinking that progress is a slow process, it'll be a long time before I get to the point where I'm like, man, I'm wasting my fucking time.
I don't even think about it no more. I used to. It used to bother me. It used to be like, man, goddamn, I don't just fucking like. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Nah, I don't see. But when you say that, I don't think that people don't give a fuck. I think that the people that do give a fuck don't know that they should be giving a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Either way, I'm saying we saying the same thing. I'm just not that people don't give a fuck. It's just like you gotta figure out a way.
But that's part of it. Though.
Yeah, I understand that. But at first, what I'm saying is, it used to bother me a little bit. Like, damn, man, what the fuck?
I'm trying not to talk about what we doing, but I am gonna talk about what we doing. I told y'all this way back before we started doing this. I said, yo, we gonna
I'm not just talking about us. I'm just talking about.
I'm talking about us.
Anybody that does anything that's outside of the norm.
We gonna put this shit out. You gonna have about 20 people that's gonna watch this shit. And y'all gonna stick to it.
Yeah, you did say that.
I already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, you did say that.
But I already knew it because I done it. So I mean, don't nobody really give shit till they do. Then once that happens, it's almost like that shit going autopilot. So you can put all these videos out. You can put 100 out. It take one to blow up. And that shit it's on autopilot.
Yeah, now
that shit just start going up by itself. All you gotta do is keep doing it after that, and this shit just gonna keep going up.
You see, it's certain small things, I ain't gonna say specifically, but certain things have happened within the time that we've been doing all of the stuff that we've been doing. Certain things have happened that kind of got me excited, that put me back to, yo, it's gonna be all right. Just keep going. But it's been certain points where I've been like, yeah, it's worth it. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, regardless if it ain't giving you the results you want right now, but you seeing something. There's some progress being made regardless. So it's been certain things, certain days where I've seen certain stuff and I've been like, yes, here we go. And you know what I'm saying? But then there's been some time where I was like, damn, really? But like I said, like I keep saying, I always had that in mind, that progress is a slow process and it'll eventually work out.
Yeah. I was just asking because I know there's other people out here out there that's doing whatever they doing. So whatever you're doing, man, just stick to it. Stick to it. Whether it's like you think it's working or not. If you like it, if you love it, stick to it and keep going and keep trying to get better. And it'll work out. You might find some other shit. You might lead you down a whole nother path that you didn't even think you was gonna go down. So it's always worth it if you really enjoy what you're doing and you really believe in it. That's the key. Believe in what you're doing.
No, think about the skills that we don't learn doing this shit.
Man, I shit.
Think about
Renaissance art, baby.
And as far as we concerned,
found out like, about ourselves doing this shit.
We don't get, like, I would love to have some negative comments. That would help us. We don't get enough.
I don't know about that. Constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing. Like,
hey, you know what's dope? I walked into work the other day. I was coming in and this and she was leaving. And we was meeting and like, you know, you go into the locker room bar before you go. She had on our shirt. It's like, oh shit.
That's kind of dope. Yeah. That is dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Kim, yo. She had on our shirt, rocking that joint. She was going home. I was like, oh, okay.
That's what's up.
That is dope.
Seen the LV logo. That was dope.
Even when, like, say for instance, like, you remember the other day, we was at work and you showed me the comment somebody said about me.
Yeah.
I thought they was talking bad about it, but then I was like, I read it and I was certainly they were talking about. I was like, damn,
That is me.
I do be talking crazy sometimes, and I kind of like that because it was like, damn, you really watched our shit and you made a comment about something specific, so you really watched that shit. When you, whatever that
and
comment
they know
was.
you ain't got good sense, so
Right.
because that just wasn't from that one.
Nah, he said, "Why is it always you?"
Yeah, so you know it.
And you know what? But it do be stinging though when you know you don't put that fire out. Ain't nobody get the y'all didn't get to embrace this fire that we done put on y'all.
But see, they gonna catch it. They gonna catch it later. It wasn't the right people caught it. It's still out there.
Somebody gonna catch on by episode 100, and they gonna be like, "Damn, let me go back and listen to the rest of these motherfuckers."
Mm-hmm.
Well, them early ones, some classics.
Oh, this episode 40 right here? I think creeping on
I
up
think it's
there.
like 41 or 2.
Nah, this 40.
I don't think it is.
No,
I don't
the
think
one
so
you doing
either.
is 40. This 41.
I think it's 41.
Episode 41, man. We've been doing this shit for a year. Well, not consistently until like since November. We've been doing it consistently. But anyway, I was just posing a question, man. I hope everybody out there, if you doing something you believe in, keep going. Keep going. We're gonna show you how it's done.
I got some different advice. I'm not gonna tell you to keep going. I'm gonna tell you to tap out every avenue that you can to get that thing to work. And once you've done that and it still ain't working, give up and do something else. You done your best, you tried. And that's all that that's all you can ask for.
Keep going, man.
Yeah, don't quit.
Keep going.
Like,
Keep going if you trending in the right direction.
You just ain't reached.
Now, if
the
you
target
getting a bunch
audience
of like
yet.
you ain't shit, that shit is trash, then you might have to rethink it. But if you trending in the right direction, every time you put out something and somebody's making positive comments, you know what I'm saying? You keep going. Sometimes you do got to reevaluate what you're doing. You got to look yourself in the eye.
Reevaluate and reassess.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
You might have to do one of these. Go
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Anyway, we'll be right back after these messages, man. Sponsored by LVXO. Yo, we back in the building.
Hey, everybody.
What's happening?
What we got, man?
You all right?
Yo, let me ask y'all a question.
Okay. Clear your throat.
All right. So the other day I was I be deep in thought. I just be thinking about shit. So I had a random thought.
You was sitting on the toilet.
No, I won't on the toilet. But matter of fact, I think I'll listen to that song. I know y'all probably heard it. Big Crit got a song called Addiction. And I'll listen to that song.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to think about just the premise of addiction, the idea of addiction. So I'm like, yo, you can be addicted to almost anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's always a negative light on the addiction. So basically, if you got an addiction, it's always looked at negatively. But I thought to myself, I'm like, yo, is there any positive addictions that you can have? Because like everything you can be addicted to, it ain't got to be negative, do it?
I think that is the definition. I'm looking it up now. I think that is what the definition means.
Can you, did you find a definition?
I think it is automatically negative.
Can
That's
you read
what
it?
addiction. Okay, so when I'm looking it up, addiction. Being abnormally tolerant to and dependent on something that is psychologically or physically habit forming, i.e., dependency, habituation, and abnormally strong craving. So yeah,
Yeah, when you put it like that, it all sound negative.
Yeah, abnormally. That's the key word in that.
Sound
So yeah,
unhealthy.
it's unhealthy, like abnormal.
Unhealthy obsession with some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So-
So with it, even if it's something that you wouldn't consider negative, they would always say too much of a good thing is not good for you.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah. Like, and then you could be addicted. Like you say, you're addicted to, I don't know, getting money. What's the lengths you gonna go to get this money?
Right. What if you addicted? Like, okay, you got people that go work out all the time, right? What if you addicted to working out? Like, what physique can you get when you be like, I did it. I got it.
It's
I'm
never, see,
here.
that's the thing. I think that's what makes it negative. The word addiction. So it's never an end, right?
Yeah, right.
It's
And
never.
I think that's what it is, though. You ain't never gonna be satisfied.
Yeah, it's no satisfaction. You always gonna be, once you get to that point that you thought you would be happy with, it's always another point. Whatever addiction it is, it could be.
Like you said about working out. I know y'all seen these dudes that look like they go in the gym and put every weight they got in the gym on the bar and lift it and then leave. I mean, like, what else can you do, bro? You look like a truck right now. I mean, what else? What you trying to achieve?
I mean, but that don't mean they addicted. They might could just be trying to maintain, because you can still, like, once you stop. The thing with working out, once you stop, you lose it faster than you gain it. So I guess they might be trying to just maintain that. So I guess it's a fine line between the addiction and the habit, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and with that, and with the maintaining part, as far as back on the working out thing, I feel like it was some type of addiction that got you to the point where you look like a 18-wheeler. Because, I mean, some of these dudes, man, and you just a regular dude, you got a regular job. Like, I don't know what the comedian was talking about, the dude breaking at the job breaking the pins. I can't remember what it was.
Like, if you gonna be there, you at least be a trainer or damn in a competition or something. Just don't be.
But some of them are like in competitions, man.
I can't remember who it was. It was like dude was working at the call center and he was I broke another headset.
Yeah, that was Kevin Hart.
But I don't know. Like I said, it could be a fine line between the habit and, because like tattoos, we was talking about tattoos. I think
Yeah, you can get addicted to
one of those
then
episodes.
you run out of space.
Yeah, then you run out of space, and it's like,
Now what?
What you do then?
yeah, you start covering
Cover them up.
your face and all that type shit. And so you can be addicted to like sweet sugar, caffeine, and you could be addicted and not even know you're addicted, not even recognize
That's
it.
what I was about to bring up. Yo, when do you recognize that you are addicted to something? Like anything, like no matter what it is.
When you don't have it, you see people get. I don't even know if they recognize it then, but it's just it's a whole nother mood when they don't have something
I think it's
that they're used to having.
To me, I think you addicted to something when you can't stop.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you cannot stop.
But when you're forced to stop, that's when you should recognize it. So me, like, I think we spoke about it before. Always, like, I take breaks from certain activities that I do, certain vices that I have. I'll be like, yo, I'm not, because I don't never want to feel like something has power over me and that I can't stop it. So I always, like, I'm self-aware enough. I feel like I'm self-aware enough to recognize that in myself. So if it's like social media, I'll be like, I'm deleting all this shit off my phone because I've been spending too much time on this fucking phone. And I feel like it's starting to have power over me, whether it's any other vice that I may have. Not gonna name them on camera, but you know, I'll stop it for a certain amount of time to where I break that and before I start back again.
So that is your way of breaking an addiction, or identifying that
possible addiction,
that I don't want this to have any type of. I don't want to feel like nothing has control or power over me, especially any substance or anything outside of myself. Anything, whatever it is. If I'm watching too much fucking TV, whatever it is, if I'm doing anything too much that releases endorphins or like dopamine, I'm gonna chill out on it. Cause I don't ever want to get used to that. I always want to like, I think that breeds laziness for one. Like if you're releasing dopamine a lot and you without any type of effort, it's like somebody with porn addiction. They get used to like the porn. Where it's like, okay, you don't even like care about the real thing. You
But you know that's like a real
release
problem now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that person needs to break that.
But
Because it's gonna create unseen problems down the line. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what all goes into porn addiction, but I do hear a lot now that is becoming a real issue. Like
Because it's
addiction.
all going, not even
It's so easy to get to it.
No,
it's easy
but
to get to
is-
anything, whatever it is. This right here creates that. All
Here's
those
another,
type of
another view on what you're saying as far as that. A lot of times people come out and admit to and having whatever addiction, and I feel like it's an excuse.
it is sometimes. But most of the times those people are the celebrities of the world.
Yeah.
It's an excuse. Sometimes it's an
I'm a
excuse for them.
sex addict, or
Just to save
I'm
face.
a porn addict, or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Just to
People use it to save face,
Yeah.
but it is a real thing
But all right, so check this
for
out.
certain people.
So for people that's like say they sex addicts, right? I think that can be confusing confused with somebody that just like having sex and a real sex addict. A real sex addict, that's some nasty shit. If you really like break down what they be doing, like these motherfuckers have sex in the damn church bathroom if they can. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't help themselves. Like they'll be buying prostitutes. Like you could be risking your health with a real sex addiction. You just like having sex. You just a freaky motherfucker.
So the addiction is psychological.
It's like you need it.
Yes,
It's almost like a drug.
It's psychological.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I don't
You
want
can't stop it. Even if you wanted to, you need like outside help to stop doing. Or you gonna have to reach deep down in yourself. Like, yo, I can't do this no more. And change your life or whatever you need to do about that. Like if you have like an addiction that affects your livelihood or your health, then you got a problem.
some people. What I'm saying is I don't think some people recognize it.
I think that's the main. I think that's the most dangerous part of a bad addiction.
Yeah, you don't recognize it. Like you ever watch like the I don't know how staged it is or whatever, but the show Intervention.
I love that show.
They always act surprised when they walk in the room and it's like
what did I do?
But nah,
and it's like
I think most of them people know they got a problem, but they can't help
can't
it.
help it. It's more okay.
They can't do nothing about it. They can't stop it. Even when they go to rehab,
Yeah,
they go to rehab and be clean for 3 months, and then they go right back into it.
still relapse. Yeah, so it's
But see, that's that thing right there about going back into it. That's because one, the way I see it, if you do have an addiction and you do get some help, if you can't afford to change your surroundings after you get that help, it ain't no way you're going to be able to resist what you was doing before. Like if I take you out of this area where you've been doing what you've been doing and take you and drop you right back off, and you right back there with the same people that you was doing it with,
Yep.
and they still doing it, you going to be able to be like, nah, bro, I'm good every day, but then something go wrong at one time, like you see in the movies all the time, something that one thing happened that make you be like, hey, come on over here.
product of your
And you go right back down the hill.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I heard a story based off the same thing you was talking about. This dude, it was about this dude, he went to a party and he tried, I want to say it was like crystal meth or something like that. He tried it, he got addicted to it like instantly, right? He was like 18 when he tried it. He went through the whole thing, got rehab, got off it, went on to started working at a construction site. He worked there for like 15, 20 years. Ended up building himself up. He owned 2 homes, had his own like construction company. doing real good at the construction site. He hurt his back one day. They ended up going to the doctor. Didn't disclose on the thing that he was addicted to. So what do you call them? Opioids?
Yeah.
Way back when he was 18 years old, because he thought he was so far removed from it, it wouldn't affect him. He got on them pills that they gave him for like for his back. Got addicted to the pills. Ended up getting hooked back on that shit. Got back on crystal meth. He lost his damn job. His wife divorced him. He lost both his homes. Ended up living in his car. Now that is something that you had going on from way back. It's something. I think that's something in your. You just got an addictive something going on with that. Like he couldn't even help himself way down the line.
They say, I don't know how, like what weight it holds, but you know, y'all heard like addictive personalities. You heard people say, I don't really have an addictive personality. You think that's a thing?
I think that's a thing. I think you can be addicted to a variety of things. You got an addictive personality. I think you find one thing and then you latch onto it, and then that's
your life.
Go with it.
That's your life.
Right. You might be addicted to a whole person.
Yeah.
Imagine if that person ain't there no more. So what you do with yourself?
Yeah, that's deep, man. I don't know. I don't want to make light of that addiction, but
yeah,
I do think it's psychological. For me, like what I said, what I do, I try to recognize it in myself, but I understand that like a lot of people don't or can't, and whatever it is they're addicted to kind of takes hold of them, and you kind of like sometimes need outside help. And sometimes that outside help doesn't even work.
And it does. I mean, like you've seen plenty of instances where they get the outside help, but apparently that's something that you can't stop.
Yeah. You see them relapse and go back to, they do well for a while and then it just,
It's a day-to-day thing that
something might trigger, like you said, a bad day. Something might trigger that bad day, and it's like the only way I can like get over this feeling that I'm having right now is to.
I know what used to make me feel good.
Dig deep and dig back into this bag. So
just try. I'm just do it this one day. And that one day turn out.
Try to justify it.
Yeah.
So y'all don't think it's no positive addictions?
Nah, man, not from. I don't think
it's possible.
Not from the definition. I don't think it's possible.
All right, so
like I don't never been addicted to nothing that has led me down the golden road. Addicted to success, but that's subjective. So what's success to you? Like you said, because once you get,
what if you addicted to the
feeling? Because the feeling is fleeting. So that's gonna be a problem. Like you said, once you get that success, it's gonna always be something else, and you won't always be negating. You might negate like some real shit for something that's fleeting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I miss my daughter's graduation because I'm chasing this over here. You know what I'm saying?
Your wife done left you because you too busy trying to do this over here for your.
And you didn't know how to balance that, and that's gonna be. It's gonna end up causing a problem either way.
What's your limit to achieving this?
Yeah. Like you said,
I think that's the main thing though. What are you willing to do? Like if you addicted, you willing to go.
If it's gonna compromise your morals, is it worth it? If it's gonna compromise your integrity, is it worth it?
Like, that's another way of identifying you got an addiction too.
You're trying to be successful, and that's your addiction. You end up in prison, and you are not successful anymore, and you can't satisfy this addiction that you have.
Damn.
All right, man, we back, man. And thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Legend Has It podcast. As a reminder, I go by the name of Artwork. What's up, fellas? Took a little hiatus, but we back.
Man, I'm about to get right into it. We ain't got no time to waste. How y'all niggas feel about these muscular ass women? Don't laugh now. Don't get quiet either.
What constitutes muscular?
Yeah.
I'm talking about muscular, like this chick trying to be
bodybuilder,
Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
I have no interest in that.
Like, what's that chick that used to wrestle? the big one, yo, China.
China.
Yeah, I'll go
I'm
on
talking
the
about like
record
a
and
China
say
built
I have
chick.
no interest in that.
Why not?
Why would I?
I mean, so why don't you like that? She's in shape.
Yeah, she in better shape than I am.
So what's wrong with that?
She got more muscles than I got. I mean, why would I? what am I gonna do with that?
All wrestle. Y'all can all wrestle each other. Man, you better trying to play fight with this chick and she slam the fuck out of you.
I'm cool on that.
Hey, your neck hurt. She done slam you all on your neck. She suplexed you the other night. Playing.
Yeah,
Not even that. She just took advantage of you.
Oh man, she got your arms up by your damn up.
Yeah.
She got you like this.
When you weren't even
do
in the
nothing.
mood.
You can't even do that. She trying to get your noodle straight.
Oh man.
God, man, that's fucked
That's
up.
not good. That's not a good look.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I have no interest at all.
Look, man, I'm not hating on that.
Oh yeah, I'm with you right there.
I'm not hating on that.
If it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah, for sure. But
I mean, yeah.
I be seeing like some of these women, these fitness women, they shoulders like just be like
brolic.
Yeah. For lack of a better word, brolic.
Yeah.
And just well sculpted, and the biceps be like, it's like what is, and then like the chest area,
Bruh.
it's not chest, but it's
Man,
like it's
bro, I'm
a
talking
muscle.
about- no, it's chest.
It turned into a muscle.
That shit start
Like,
looking like it's like a man chest with a titty on it.
Yeah, it's
And it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know about that.
Like she can make her titties like do like move like this and shit.
like-
oh, come on,
like
man.
Terry Crews.
like man boobs.
No, it's not
Nah,
man boobs
It
at all.
is like man boobs with muscle
Nope.
behind
Nah,
it.
it's muscle.
no,
shit is
this
all
be a
muscle.
whole full titty with a muscle behind it.
Yeah.
It's like a Super Saiyan titty.
Damn.
Like how do I don't really, I'm uncomfortable.
What if you was like sucking on a titty and she started like moving that shit?
See, we was doing good.
We
was doing good.
That's exactly why
I ain't want to.
we get the
That
comment.
shit be in your mouth and it go to your nose.
That's exactly why we get the comments.
That shit be like bloop, 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 bloop.
Yo, where did you?
All right, I'm sorry. I
Yo.
apologize.
Really?
I think it go. Is that a part of the like conversation we was having before with the addiction? Because is that like? Because I don't know. Like, what's the end goal of that for a woman? Like to get all brolic
Man,
like
I
that?
guess it would be the same goal for a man. They desire a certain type of physique.
But I mean, like when the women go to a certain extent, they definitely got to be doing that for competition. I don't.
Yeah, I think so. I think
You know what I'm saying? Because it be the big brolicky ones, but then you've seen the ones that are not as big, but they're so cut up that it's like it can't be nothing. She look like a whole muscle. Her whole body just look like a muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, so let me
Like she might be slim, but she's so cut, and it's bing, bing, bing right here, and it ain't. I mean, it's just crazy.
I seen some women that like look, they hold it well though.
Yeah.
They hold it really well. They thigh be like super big, like with the quads be extra strong.
Man, let me play devil advocate. We can't hold it against.
I'm not
these
holding nothing
women.
against nobody.
We can't hold it against
First
these
of-
women
no,
because
wait,
they,
before you
ain't,
say that.
they in good shape.
First and foremost, before you say that, I'm not holding it against nobody. Like he said, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm just
Do your
saying,
thing.
hey man, I'm just trying to understand. That's all. We're just trying to get to understand. You brought it up. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, I brought it up, but I was just trying to see, like, you know, there's trying to be somebody preference. Like I told y'all, I don't want to say this, but I'm saying it.
Yo, The show just took it.
Sometimes with the muscular women, they take what is it? Testosterone.
Do they?
Some of them
Oh,
to
okay.
get more muscle mass because of the estrogen won't let them get so big.
Oh, okay.
So they take testosterone and they end up with how can I say this? Bigger
clits.
I won't go say that, but yeah. So as you said it, they end up with bigger clitoris.
Show just
Is
took
that
it.
real? I was just playing.
No, that's a real thing. They
shit.
take when they take testosterone.
The show just took a
It
hard left turn.
makes their clitoris bigger. And he said he prefers the bigger.
Wait, who?
I'm not gonna say who it is.
Who said that?
So I'm not saying who it is. Someone said they enjoy the bigger bigger clitoris on the women.
Like how big?
Like baby thumb. Okay. All right, let's get it together.
You got
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Baby.
But-
Yo, come on.
so
man.
you know, like with the baby doing this right here. If the thumb was out like this, they talking about like this. But that's what they said. So hey, man.
I'm saying, where were you going with that? Like, so
Because I'm saying like we can't. Some people prefer that. You know, it's like some people prefer certain that's their preference. So they into shit like that.
is that a real thing though?
Yeah, because he said it. I didn't ask him.
No,
for that.
I'm
He
talking
said
about
it.
like, does that really like the big clits come with that? I don't think that's a real thing.
If you taking that testosterone shit, it will. Shit look like a dick. Hey man, this has been a legend. I mean, this is Legend Has Podcast, man. We gonna see y'all next week. Shit getting off the rails.
Yeah, it's going somewhere else, man. Hey,
Hard left turn for no reason at all.
No, it's a reason. It's just curious. If it works for you, let it work for you. Because you know the clit is like
The female,
the sensory organ,
yeah.
and you know you got to stimulate that. And I don't know if I want to be sucking on a big clit. That's a little weird.
Can I ask you a question? What kind of conversation were you having for somebody to come at you and be like, I like big clits?
But all I know is out of the conversation that we had, I remember that part because I thought that was a little wild. Like you just said that. Like you just admitted to it. Like why would you say you like that type of thing when you know like if y'all ever seen it, those actually look like.
Nah, don't say it, man.
All right.
we
All
good.
right, I ain't gonna say
I
it.
think we done be.
Yeah, all right.
Have no idea.
Yeah, I watch porn. I have.
Well, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what it look like.
Yeah, it's a little. Hey, man, but hey, you know, big clit, little clit, in between.
Whatever kind of clip you got, man, you know what? Whatever. You got an innie, an Audi. What? What y'all niggas?
Yo, what's happening? We
What up?
back again. Man, we sorry about that last segment. Went off the
I
rails.
apologize.
If you
I'm
lift
sorry.
weights,
They
if you
enjoyed
take
it.
like creatine, if you take like protein powder, and if you're a woman, if you take like like what's some shit called? Like growth hormones and
I
shit.
don't know.
Like, man, just do what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
if it
saying?
works
Like,
for you, it works for
Yeah,
you.
do whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't worry about what
make you
we
happy.
we saying.
Yeah, we was tripping.
do your thing.
We was tripping. Don't worry about that. Like,
You look good, girl.
you do look good. Like all them squats and shit.
Right,
Like,
because
yeah.
she's in actually pretty damn good shape.
Yeah, for sure.
You
Damn
in,
good
you in
shape.
better shape than I am.
For sure.
Way better than me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I'm trying to get there. So any pointers y'all got, and if you do all that, let me know. I could use them.
Shit, I need one of them to be my trainer.
Me too. But yeah, sorry about that. We
Love y'all.
Yeah, we was tripping. Anyway, what y'all want to get into, man?
Let me ask y'all. You remember when you were a kid, outside playing, middle of the summer school out, it's 1,000 degrees outside.
Outside what?
Outside. You know, you ain't have no destination. Well, I didn't have no destination. I was just outside.
I thought you said summer school.
Nah, outside.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, can I cut you off before you finish
do
what you
your
about to
thing.
say?
Do your thing.
I know a lot of these, if any of these younger folks is listening to this, y'all might not understand.
They ain't gonna have no
Outside was the shit.
They ain't gonna have no clue what we talking about.
I used to, as soon as I woke up in the morning, I was outside until the damn sun went down.
Me too. I used to be
And that was my day, the whole day.
me too. From sun up to sundown. I used to play basketball all fucking
I'm talking about so many adventures.
day. And I grew up in Georgia, right? where the sun reached like 150 degrees. And we'd be outside. I'll be outside playing basketball from the morning until the night. Just playing basketball. Sometimes by myself. I didn't care. And my mom wouldn't see me until I came back.
Right. And they never asked where you was at.
Unless
they ain't say what you was doing.
That was my life. It was only 2 places you could find me. Like you said, you played ball all day. We played ball at the rec center from like 9 to whatever time they put us out. Then when they put us out, we go to the outside court.
Yeah.
And stay at the outside court till it got dark.
That's kind of bougie.
See, I ain't had no inside
a
court.
whole rec center. I ain't know nothing about that.
I ain't had none of that either.
We played ball in somebody's yard,
So
or we went to the park.
We walked to the rec center. We leave. Everybody be up and out at like 8 o'clock in the morning on our way to the rec center. We beat us on the door. Sometimes we stand out there waiting for them to open the door.
Look, you get tired, go get that water hose out the back.
Exactly.
You drinking water out the water hose.
Out the fire. Sometimes they ain't had no water
all
hose.
day.
You just had to spigot and you just
Right, all day long.
what I'm
You
saying?
out there all day.
I lived off of the 33-cent chill wine and the 25-cent bag of chips.
remember when them shit, it was 35 cents where I was at in my hood. It was 35 cent chill wine, and you get like the what's that shit? That crunch, the moon crunch, crunch bar shit. We get one of them for a quarter.
And a bag of chips for a quarter.
The donut sticks for a quarter.
Yeah, that was my
donut
diet
sticks be
after I left the house. That was my meal.
That's
in
all I would
between
eat.
Me going to the next
Man,
court.
them was the good old days, bro. We ain't know no phone. We ain't had no phone.
No phone.
We was outside all day. We would make up shit to do
Mom
all
didn't know.
day.
Mom didn't know. She would get mad at me because I ain't check in. Shit, like you know what I'm saying.
See, my mom was different. She didn't care. As long as I came home,
I
had to come
check
home.
in. My mom, they knew I was either 1 or 2 places.
She knew what I was, but
or
she'd get
at the
mad if
court.
I ain't check in.
all right. But this was the thing though. Back when I was younger, we would play ball most of the time. That's what we were doing. We were playing ball. We was playing like when it get real hot. We had like all of us had like super soakers. So we had like a super soaker water gun fight. And it was real hot summertime, right?
Y'all was,
But we all had bikes.
Y'all was privileged. Y'all had
So-
super soakers.
So we would get on our bike.
We put
Ain't no
water in.
telling where the hell we was gonna be at when we
put
got on our
water-
bike.
We put
was
water
a
in
whole other
balloons.
neighborhood.
We put water in balloons. Y'all just
Yeah, we did that too.
Y'all had super soakers.
We did the balloon shit.
Yeah, I mean we couldn't afford super soakers. Balloons.
Oh no, we had super soakers. I had this shit with a strap too.
Yeah,
Motherfucker had 2 tanks on it.
Oh yeah.
That
y'all
motherfucker.
y'all was privileged. Sounds like a good childhood.
Hey, let me.
But that's
before
on
you-
my childhood shit. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I seen some shit the other day. I know you like the sunny water, Raul. Some nigga online said the sunny water tastes like coming out of a water gun. I just wanted to let you know that.
Did you hear the motherfucker say it tastes like medicine?
Nah, man, because I ain't experienced that, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
We're gonna have to.
Anyway.
You know what? It's another segment we can have.
We can
We'll
move
have
on.
him
Yeah,
test-
we'll move on.
have him
We'll say
taste
that
some
for later.
waters.
No, we can move on.
We're gonna
Now.
have you taste waters on camera.
we can move
But
on.
like I was saying, you remember you be outside when you was young. I'm glad you explained to the younger viewers that what outside was, but
I think they know.
it
But
would
they
come
don't.
to a
don't.
point.
I
in
don't
time
think
They
they
don't know
do.
like we know.
Not
That
like
shit
we
was,
know.
It was paradise to us.
We used to love outside.
They don't know.
Matter of fact, the punishment
as a
was
parent-
you can't go outside.
Oh, yeah.
As
That
a
shit used to
parent,
be-
I know they don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Cause that ain't never been a problem where I was like, boy, you gotta come in the house. I
don't give a fuck about that.
Nigga, I better be in the house.
Nah. But like I was saying, you remember when you get around your friends and y'all be like, what's up? I'm fast, blah, 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 let's race. You remember the kids that used to be the ones that be like, all right, let's race, but I need to take off my shoes and my socks and run on this hot pavement with the rocks and glass and whatever else is in the street.
Mad germs.
Yo, I knew kids that came outside like that from the jump. They didn't even have to take it off. It was just they just came outside.
That's some wild shit.
They would climb trees.
Hey, you lived in a village.
No,
they was climbing trees barefoot?
Yeah, they would climb trees barefoot. They would climb on top of the roof barefoot.
Oh,
they would
God.
do everything. They just came outside with no shoes. I never understood that.
Yo.
But that's how it was.
I got a whole problem with that.
Why?
Because for one thing,
That's like I don't know if it's like in the city, but it's some country shit. Like it's some country shit that I experienced growing up.
bro, the idea of you walking on hot ass pavement barefoot bothers me in general.
But you get used to it, I think. Like once you,
give a fuck.
it's kind of like when you go to the beach and you take your shoes off.
Like
and
in the hot sand.
yeah, and you get once you walk on it, just like it's normal after a while, right?
See,
I
I can't,
guess, man,
I can't
but
speak
nah,
on that
like-
because I'm the clown that be on the beach with
With the
some
sand.
Jordans on.
With
That be me
Jordans.
too.
Yeah.
That be me.
I
I got them
be
little swim shoes on. I'm walking around them bitches on the,
Nah,
on the
I'm
beach.
talking about some high top Jordans.
oh no, I be in my slides most of the time.
Yeah, I ain't walking on that.
My girl
that
looking
shit
at me
hot.
crazy.
That
Like,
sand be
what
hot
is
as
wrong
hell.
with you?
But
Like-
I think
This ain't my natural habitat. I don't know.
some people just used to it, man. That and if you go back to
How do you get used to that?
if you go
as
back
a
to the
5,
Aboriginal
6, 7,
man,
8-year-old?
if you go back to the Aboriginal man,
Okay, yeah. They was blacker than me. Is what
Hey,
you
man,
telling
you
me.
went all the way back now.
we didn't have clothes, we didn't have
didn't have none of
shoes.
that. Well,
I wouldn't
anything
have-
you do like that, you get used to it.
I ain't never
after
been.
a while.
I ain't never been the blackest in the bunch, so I kind of understand what you're
I
saying.
ain't got
right
nothing to
now.
do with that.
Yeah,
You got melanin in your system,
Yeah,
you
You
know.
talking about going back to your roots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we ain't had none of that. So I think that's where that come from.
I seen people walk through the woods barefoot,
Yeah,
walk all over all that shit.
And check it.
Don't phase them at all.
check it. Okay, segment. Some artwork shit. I know y'all gonna. That supposedly has like healing properties. Y'all ever heard of grounding?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, when you got the ground wire.
No, not that grounding.
Oh,
So grounding is like when you go outside in nature barefoot, and you barefoot and you just walk around, or you just you staying still on the bare earth with your bare feet, and that is supposed to be healing to your body because of the I think they say the electrical currents of the earth interact with your electrical currents of your body, and it's healing properties in that. Y'all never heard of that? Yo, research it, man. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making it. I know I'll be saying some wild shit on here. I'm not making this shit up. Research it.
I've heard
It's
of
called
it.
ground. That's
I'm
matter of
glad
fact.
you
There's a
explained
whole documentary on grounding, and this the lady in one of these videos said it healed her child. Her child had some type of ailment. She said it healed her child, if I'm not mistaken.
what was wrong with her child?
I can't remember specifically, but it's a whole documentary. If I can, I edit this shit, I'll put it in the description or I'll put it on the screen for y'all.
Yo, you gonna have me outside in the grass tomorrow?
But yeah, it's some healing properties in that.
maybe
naked.
I might be out there tonight.
gonna be laying in the grass, naked as
Some
hell.
healing properties.
I
And
might be out there tonight.
And on top of that, why I think it works, I never really tried it. I'm not really a barefoot nigga. But why I think it works is because I know there are like detox products that they put on the bottom of your bare foot and you can go to sleep. He's seen it. Both
know
seen it.
what, though?
And when you wake up, you peel that off the bottom of your feet and it be all types. It'll be black, right? These niggas thought I was playing earlier.
So you seen it?
He's seen it.
Okay.
And it detoxes your body, supposedly. I've never used one, but I know when they peel it off, it's all types of like.
But I've seen where they said it was types of. I was assuming it was medication that you should put on your foot when you go to sleep, and it would help some type of ailment that you might have. So.
See, all I'm saying is,
not what you saying about.
We come from. This is where we come from, bro. We are people of the earth, and a lot of that shit holds credence, man. Even though I never tried it.
It's like some holistic shit.
Yeah, that's basically.
And it's almost, and this is just my.
Basically, this what we doing right now isn't natural.
This is my vision.
We've adapted to it.
This is us coming from. This is almost taking us back to being monkeys.
What? No, what the fuck are you talking? We've never been monkeys. Stop.
Chill out. What the fuck I'm talking
about?
How the man, what do they call it? The damn thing with the advancement of man from how the man was born, and
that's
type of shit.
Evolution type shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
That's some Darwinism shit. We ain't never been no monkeys. We the original man.
I don't believe that.
Trust that. Others might have been monkeys. We ain't never been no motherfucking monkeys. We the original man.
Out there barefoot.
Monkey. Off of what you were saying about that whole foot thing, my granddad, he was a welder.
Mm-hmm.
Like he did that on the side from his like main shit, right? So you know how you weld, you get them damn sparks that fly out when you weld them, right? One of them bitches got in his eye one day.
I always wondered about that. I watched a YouTube video the other night.
Wear a helmet?
Man, he used to have the damn. You know how they got the shit that flip up and down.
Yeah,
he ain't put it down.
Sometimes you would do one of these numbers when it was something real quick. Now, I don't know what happened. He looked too fast and the shit jumped in his eye. One of them damn sparks jumped in his eye. I was fucked up. He couldn't even see.
I always wondered about that. I watched a dude make a fucking sword the other night. And he wasn't wearing no type of face protection.
I be watching that shit too. That shit is mad fascinating. And they be making
and the sparks was flying, and he wasn't wearing nothing in his face. And I was always wondering about that. But go ahead.
I made an axe out of wrench.
Yeah, I ain't mean to interrupt you, but yeah.
But anyway, so he got one of them sparks in his eye. It was a big deal. Mm-hmm. Like we thought he was gonna lose his eye. It was a whole thing. But he didn't go to the doctor.
He went outside barefoot.
But he went. He couldn't see. Like, one of his eyes was fucking shut. He couldn't see. He went to sleep, and I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Either it was an onion or a potato.
Mm-hmm.
It was one or the other. He put that shit on his eye. Went to sleep with it on his face. Woke up. Fucking could see good as hell. The potato or the onion or whatever was black. Like you was talking about, like the foot shit. It absorbed some shit into it. He woke up, could see. Now, I don't know who told him that or how he knew to do that. I don't know how that happened, but I know he woke up the next day, he could see just fine.
Yeah, 2020.
I don't know what happened. That shit was weird to me. I thought it was magic. Shit blew my mind. I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
Hey, man.
But it happened. So I guess it's like the same... On the same shit like you talking about, I guess. Blow my fucking mind when he did that.
That shit real. I think it's real. It's real. I'm gonna go outside barefoot tomorrow.
I'm going tonight.
I'm gonna try it. How long you got to be out there?
So you just go out there and chill.
When I get finished doing this, I'm going.
Watch that documentary. I'm gonna find that documentary.
Damn that documentary. I'm going.
On there barefoot.
Throw my shoes and
do the moonwalk in the dirt.
Take my socks off.
But you know what though? All right. Now from what we talking about.
Just think about it, man. The fucking ground grows everything you need to live off of. So why wouldn't you think? And you eat that shit. So why wouldn't you think it would have healing properties for you if you go out there just raw? You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
I don't like people that go outside barefoot all the time.
Because you think it's dirty. Yes, that's because you've been conditioned to think that. But that's the original.
It is dirty though.
It is dirty.
No, because it's dirty to us now, but
it's always dirty.
But they got the same thing to do. Okay, hold on. They got the same thing to do with people that wash their hands all the time. When you really supposed to have those germs on you to fight disease.
Nah.
It's the same shit.
What? Hold up.
He's saying it's good germs and it's bad germs.
It is good germs. So you really not supposed to wash your hands all the time. That makes you actually more susceptible to shit to get on you. You supposed to the germs that you have on you. You supposed to ride with those because it helps you fight off other shit.
I don't know if that's necessarily true for an adult though. It's more true for a child because a child is
it's true for anybody
building his immune system.
Well,
or her
it is
immune
true
system.
for it's more effective for kids, but it's also true for adults. I ain't saying go outside and put your hands in no trash and then go eat, but it's supposed to help you fight off.
I understand what you're
other
saying.
Shit instead of you. Like they saying all this washing your hands and using sanitizer, it actually makes you weaker to diseases.
Nah, it's an adult. I think you good, but children, it's like when you put a child in daycare and they get sick all the time. It's because it's building their immune system.
Yeah, right. Around these strangers,
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Being from everywhere and getting everything. Yeah.
So I don't know where we was going with this.
We went. I think we went.
We went. You don't know where we were going, but we went.
That's what you get when you come to the Legend Has a podcast.
And make sure you wash your hands and wash your ass. And just go outside, man. Go out to the park or something. Take your shoes off for a moment and bask in the sun.
Rub your feet
and let the grass tickle your toes.
That natural carpet.
Yeah, let the grass tickle your toes.
Make sure you go wash them shits before you go back in the house. That's kind of dirty.
Let the grass tickle your toes and then go take a bath after that, though, for sure.
Go in the woods naked. What you laughing at? Man, I be trying to say some real shit.
Oh, no, you wasn't,
That's how I was, man. Go in the woods naked and walk around on the pine cone.
No. Why you gotta be naked?
Because if your feet touching the ground, if your ass touching the ground,
that might be even better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You even getting a better connection with Earth. Get the detox out you.
Rub your dick in the dirt, man.
Nah, I ain't say that.
Yeah, same shit.
I did not cut.
Same shit.
Hey, man, this has been another episode
of the Legend Has It podcast, man. If you new here, I go by the name of R. Word.
This is RH, the illustrious RH.
Y'all already know who I am, but I would like to say we were doing very well in the beginning of this episode, and then it took a hard left, and it just kept going left.
No, it did.
We appreciate y'all for watching.
Good episode. Hey,
thank you.
Hey, before we go though, man, I want to say, keep going. If you're going, if you're striving for something, wake up every morning and live with a sense of urgency. Go out there and get what you want, man, or at least try. Because if not, you're going to regret it. This has been another episode of the Legend Has It podcast. And we out of here, man. Wash your ass.
Shout out to Bo in the building.
Read a book, bitch. We out.
Cold.